Hellos and welcomes everyone, AnthWolf here with even more Mass Effect 3. Where we last left off, we were on the Mars archives, and unfortunately the data regarding this Prothean weapon was partially removed by the pro-human organization Cerberus, and a synthetic known as Dr. Ava Core, who we managed to defeat, but at the cost of critically injuring Ashley Williams, who we brought over to the Citadel here in the Serpent Nebula. While she was taken to the, I think it's Huerta Memorial Hospital, which I'm going to struggle pronouncing once or twice, so forgive me for that, we came up to the embassies to speak with a council to try and rally support for the offensive against the Reapers on Earth, but as standard for the Mass Effect games, the Citadel Council were rather concerned with their own issues, shall we say, and weren't going to send us any support. But after that discussion, the Turian Councillor, which is a surprise because he's normally the one who always is the greatest naysayer against what Commander Shepard here, our protagonist, ends up doing, offered a potential lead. Primarch Fedorian of the Turian hierarchy has called upon a war summit, which basically bypasses the current council. Unfortunately, Primarch Fedorian has been caught in the Reaper attack on Palaven, which is the Turian homeworld. He's been moved to Palaven's moon, but we need to go rescue him, and obviously the Normandy being a prototype stealth ship is probably the best chance to actually get him out of the war zone so that we can call upon this war summit, which might lend us strength to go against the Reapers on Earth, which is exactly where we kind of left off. So, I want to speak to Donald Odina. He isn't my favourite person, but he seems to be supporting us, hopefully. And then we'll do another run round of the Citadel, not of the Council. That wouldn't make sense. Before we get ourselves back on board the Normandy. So let's get ourselves underway. Just kind of quick save. Good.
The Council. You saved their lives, and for what? Apologies that boil down to maybe later. If we don't figure out something, maybe later will be an epitaph on a mass grave of 11 billion.
I know what I'm gonna do. What are you gonna do?
Humanity has created some goodwill in the galaxy. Now we cash in our chips. I will get what funding I can, what materials I can, and spread the message. Help the humans, help yourselves. I'll institute a draft in our colonies and order all civilian ships armed. Work on the Prothean device will be around the clock.
You're a Citadel Councillor. Don't you have options when the others block you like this?
With Parliament destroyed and Shastri gone, I have more power than any human in history. But today, you saw how little that is. Rest assured, I will not be counted out long. I know I can move mountains. Do not lose sight of that, because the task before us is moving planets.
What's your read on the Councillors? Any angles I could pursue?
Tavos is a diplomat and compromiser, but she's wrapped up in defending Asari space like a mother panther. Valorn is out of his depth. The Solarians like their wars won before they start. They're frightened now. Use that. In Sparatus, I'd take what he offers. It's strange days when the Turians are the least hostile to humans, and there's a need there.
Did you know a lot of people on Earth?
Many. It's monstrous to think of them being snuffed out, of course, but the part that gets me is Arcturus. I must have known most of the Alliance Parliament on a first-name basis. I required a second VI just to track all their birthdays and anniversaries. Rose Garden stuff, but to have it all gone.
Any news from Earth?
There is constant news. All of it bad. The Reapers are destroying satellites and the old nuclear missile silos, along with everything else that could help. We have a handful of quantum entanglers spread out over the continents. All other communication is cut.
Well, that doesn't sound good at all.
I should go.
I'll be here.
But yeah, finally we actually have some open communication with Odina here. He's always just been that guy who... What was it? Political shitstorm was his favourite term? I think it was something close like that. Oh, I just remembered someone we bumped into in the last video. God damn it. Oh well, we've been reinstated as a Spectre. Let's see if they've actually give us any more assistance. Nope. I would like the Paladin and the Wraith. But that's in the future. Let's try out this shooting range. I've never been in here for a little while. I say I haven't played Mass Effect 3 in what? 3 years, so I'm always going to be a little bit rusty. We have a weapon bench. Oh. What is this, we tried to use this Punisher against Dr. Ava Core, but... So we have distance... Ooh, grenades. I don't use grenades, though. Target control. Target reset. So let's give this a try. Okay, let's not adjust for recoil. So it is trail up. And again. It's not bad. Recoil's a pain in the butt to try and control. Halfway through you can see it kind of has a kick. I get rid of the shield, health, armor. If I only burst fire it, don't hold on. Yeah. It seems that if I hold onto it too long, you hear that kick. Okay, so that's what I need to work against. That's good to know. Shotgun. At this range. Huh, I don't know. Against armoured foes, it's not very good. Not a chance. And again, the shotgun's not very good at that range. Let's see if there's a better shotgun. The Riga Combine is a Quarian weapon, electrical shotgun. Improves upon the arc pistol's design. In a video that no longer exists, I've tried the Venom shotgun. I won't be using that. Let's try this out. That's pretty good. Distance back a little. Range is not too impressive, but it's a bit more accurate. We can modify our shotguns, can't we? Allows bullets to pierce objects, but with reduced damage. Increases damage by 15%. Yeah, we'll go with that. And the Acolyte is an Asari pistol. Let's give that a try. Not much ammo. Oh. Probably not. Yeah, let's not have any bouncing bullets. Cute, but not really what I'm after. And even though this would do more damage, I'd rather have a faster recharge for my powers, so that's fine. I would be tempted to take a sniper rifle, even though we don't specialise in them, but it means sacrificing probably the submachine gun. Would I be willing to sacrifice a submachine gun? Tell you what, if I didn't take it, that's the lightest, the Indra. And its damage isn't too impressive compared to all the others. Why? Oh, it's an automatic. You know, I could probably work with that. Instead of a submachine gun. It's a like unscoped. I could probably work with a automatic sniper rifle. In fact, let's take that. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. Okay. Yeah. I can work with that. I think that was the one thing that I struggled with in the previous two games of Vanguard. Well, in Mass Effect 1 you could also use a sniper rifle, but you couldn't zoom in with it, due to not being trained. Whereas I think infiltrators and soldiers could. Okay, I'm not sure if we can access any other areas on the Citadel just yet. Councillor Bailey. Councillor Bailey? Commander Bailey.
Good morning. Oh, hello, ma'am.
Ma'am? We've had this discussion, young lady. You're to call me Teresa. Maybe my son didn't have the chance to marry you because of this damn war.
Oh dear. Hi.
Commander Shepard. Commander, the people of the Alliance have questions.
I'm sure they do. This woman will drive me to drink, I swear.
Commander Shepard, Khaleesa bint seen in Al-Jalani. Isn't it true that you were on Earth when the Reapers attacked? How do you justify running away while millions of people on Earth die? Is that the best we can expect from the Alliance?
I came to get help for Earth. For everyone.
What about all the people suffering while you play politics with the Council? What about them? How can you stand here while our families die? What are you going to do?
Khaleesa, we're doing everything we can.
Before they cut the feeds, there were so many dead.
I'm gonna stop the Reapers or die trying. But I need your help. Keep asking the hard questions. Don't let the Council forget about Earth.
I will. Thank you, Commander. We haven't always seen eye to eye.
No
but
kidding.
I'm glad you're on our side.
That's normally the line I would be using. Now, people will probably be upset that I didn't go the other route. You'll notice the red mouse icon appearing while she was shouting at us. We really don't like Khaleesa. And you can basically knock her out, and I think you've been able to knock her out since Mass Effect 1 every time you spoke to her. That, Mass Effect 3, if you do it, well, I won't tell you what happens if you've never played it yourself. That's something you can either find out, and sure, you could YouTube what happens to Khaleesa, or if you play the game, you will remember. Or go play the game yourself and find out. It's quite funny. Obviously a brief moment of hilarity. Hey, James.
Hey, Commander. Liara told me the Council's not interested in helping us.
Something like that.
Why would they? Look at this place. There's no war here. People are whispering about it. They're talking about it, but they don't really believe it.
I take it this is your first time here? With the elite of the galaxy?
I've been to the Citadel, but never up here on the Presidium. It's not right. It looks pretty, calm and peaceful. But it's not right. It's all just an illusion.
It was peaceful. Once.
But was it? Really? I mean, when push comes to shove, they're just gonna turtle up. Hope it don't hit them too, right? They'd rather believe in this than face the truth.
I can hardly believe it myself. Like everything back on Earth was some kind of nightmare.
Yeah. That's what I hate most. It's like this place wants you to forget that.
So, you still want to go back to Earth?
Hell yeah, but...
Bud?
You were right. So was Anderson. We can't stop them alone. Besides, it looks like you're gonna have your hands full convincing these pendejo politicians to help us. And I'm up for it. Whatever it takes.
Glad to hear it.
I'm gonna head down to some of the lower levels where they keep it real. You got some spare time? You should come and find me.
Maybe I'll do that.
I like James Vega. He's never been introduced in Mass Effect 1 or 2, I believe. He might be in some of the novelizations, but really he just turns up and he knows you at the beginning of Mass Effect 3. He does have a story, though.
Welcome, Commander Shepard. Please select a destination.
I say the elevator console will allow us, I'm guessing, 3 more areas. There's docking bay E24.
Are highlighted on the elevator menu.
Thank you, VI. That's probably a Vina. So you've got E24.
Have a question?
Oh, for crying out
Please
loud.
consult NAV. 1 moment.
I'm just going to ignore her. 2 more areas. Yeah, you've got E24.
Arriving at docking bay E24.
I can't pull my gun out. Yeah, there's the Presidium Commons. And there is docking bay E24, which is being converted for refugees. And it looks like that's it right now. Let's get back on board a Normandy and have a walk round, shall we? We haven't had a chance to explore the Normandy in this game just yet. Oh. Never mind.
Liara, can I help you?
I've been forwarding the Turian Counselor information on the Prothean device. It can't be built without Council support, but he's not budging until their Primarch is safe.
I know.
Are you all right?
I didn't get what you'd call a good night's rest.
There's more to it than that, isn't there? What's really bothering you?
When the Reapers hit, I could hear people screaming in the streets below me. We left a lot of them behind.
There's no way for you to save them all. But I know you're doing everything you can, and you'll get back there in time to help.
I hope you're right.
Don't blame yourself, Commander.
Commander Shepard? I'm Specialist... Oh. I beg your pardon. I thought you were alone.
I was just leaving.
Commander Shepard, I'm Comm Specialist Samantha Traynor with Alliance R&D. I was part of the team retrofitting the Normandy after you turned it over to the Alliance. There weren't many of us aboard when the Reapers hit.
Slow down, Specialist Trainer. You're doing fine.
Thank you. I worked in a lab. I never thought I'd be serving on a ship.
Why don't you tell me about the retrofits?
The ship's in line with Alliance regs now, and it has new, top-of-the-line, quantum entanglement communicators. In fact, Admiral Anderson had intended to use the Normandy as his mobile command center.
That's no longer an option.
Yes, I heard he chose to stay and fight. In any event, I'm honored to serve under you, Commander. For as long as you need me, that is. They only sent me here to oversee the retrofits.
Shepard, some of our systems require further testing, and Specialist Trainer has been extremely effective during installation. I would prefer that she remain.
Got it, Edie.
Wait, since when does a virtual intelligence make requests?
Edie's an AI. Fully self-aware.
Oh, I knew it. I knew Joker was lying.
Jeff requested that I pretend to be a simple VI to protect myself. I apologize for the deception.
Thanks, Edie, and I apologize for all those times I talked about how... attractive your voice was. Anyway, shall I give you a tour? I think you'll be impressed by the new upgrades. In the CIC, you'll find the galaxy map where you can set the Normandy's destination. You can also check your messages at your private terminal. The War Room houses a strategic command center for mission-specific intel and war analysis. The shuttle bay contains an armory where you can modify your equipment between missions. Finally, Liara has set up a lot of hardware down in the old XO office on Deck 3. I think she's claimed that room. And there you are. Still the same ship as before, it just flies Alliance colors now. Speaking of which, I believe Admiral Hackett would like to speak to you at the VidCom.
Okay. So they've pulled out the... Oh, hello.
Commander, Udina updated me on your meeting with the Council. Sounds like they're running scared.
We did present them with a lot of unknowns. They're feeling threatened and want immediate solutions, not theories.
Theories are all we've got right now. What's your plan?
I'm trying to get the Turian Primarch for a summit meeting with the Asari and Solarians. I'll bypass the Council and appeal directly to their leadership.
That's good, I like it. This is where we start laying the groundwork for our counterattack.
Unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot to back it up right now.
Then build alliances. Gather everything and everybody you can for the cause.
What about the Prothean device?
Find me people who can help build it, and if you can't, I'll take ships, soldiers, supplies, whatever you can get. We need to keep hitting the Reapers across every theater of war they open. Buy us time to figure out the device.
And when it's finished?
Assuming it ever is, we pool all our resources. Think of it as a giant armada for delivering the device, when the Reapers are most vulnerable. The stronger you can make that armada, the better the chances of punching through.
What about Earth, sir?
We'll just have to hope Anderson and what's left of the Alliance forces can hold out until we've dealt with the enemy.
I understand.
Good. Then make it happen, Commander. I'll be expecting regular updates on your progress. Hack it out.
I was going to say, so they've ripped out the armor mod kit? I'll have a look at that in a moment. They've ripped out the communications room and installed this war room instead, as well as a... is it QEC, Quantum Entanglement Communicator, in the back here, so we could speak to Admiral Hackett as well as anyone else, really. So, let's have a look here. The war terminal. So we need war assets, the people, weapons, armies and fleets that have accumulated for our war. The overall readiness of the galaxy determines how effectively these assets will perform in the final battle. We need a minimum of this. So far, we have certain assets. Let's see, we recruited Diana on the Citadel there. And we actually recruited Kalisa as well, due to us not knocking her unconscious again. So, at the moment we have 730 military strength, but our galactic readiness is only at 50%, so we've only halved our military strength. If I wanted the full total, I would have to do some multiplayer content to bring our readiness rating higher. So at the moment, yeah, we're fighting at half strength, basically. But we will find more war assets as we go through the game. That's exactly what we're kind of up to right here and now. So, did I get a new... What did I pick up there? I don't know. Maybe permission to access the war terminal there. Right, let's go explore. Don't think there's anyone here we can speak to right now. There is model ships hiding around here for some reason. We have another... Oh, this is where they moved the desk. This desk was in the communications room.
I can't believe the council won't help.
Come on, Sarah. If Thessia was lost and Earth hasn't been touched yet, we can be damn sure we'd be guarding our own borders.
Ah, back to CIC.
Commander, the Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Okay.
Commander, come to check on your new recruit.
Just wanted to see how you were doing.
Still trying to get my bearings. When I was working on the Normandy's upgrades, I left at the end of the day. I didn't even have a toothbrush or a change of clothing until I made some emergency purchases on the Citadel.
Next time you need something, just ask. We're all in this together.
Oh, it's no trouble, Commander. I'm sure you have larger concerns.
We can put in a requisition order.
My toothbrush is a Cision Pro Mark 4. It uses tiny Mass Effect fields to break up plaque and massage the gums. It costs 6,000 credits.
Okay, yeah. You're on your own with that.
In any event, I appreciate you giving me the chance to stay. Was there anything else?
6,000 credits for a toothbrush. Huh.
How'd you end up in the military anyway?
My family didn't have money for university. When the Alliance saw my aptitude scores, they offered me a full scholarship. I served my required years after graduation and decided to stay. I really like the challenges of the lab. Although, I'm sure I'll grow to love frontline service as well.
You worked in Alliance R&D?
Yes. You'd think quantum entanglement would make communication easy, but imagine incorporating multiple incoming sources and then networking them with extrapolations of time-lag data to construct a coherent situation GUI. It's an exciting challenge. For me, anyway.
I'm surprised you're worrying about a toothbrush. We've got bigger problems right now.
Oh, believe me. Seeing the Reapers on Earth was terrifying. But I won't help anybody by bursting into tears here in the CIC, will I? Being here on the Normandy helps. If anyone in the galaxy can stop the Reapers, it's you. And if flagging your messages and managing strategic intel helps you in any way, then it's worth it.
Where are you from originally?
A colony in the Terminus systems, actually. Though I studied on Earth, at Oxford. My parents were from London. They loved Earth, but they wanted the freedom a colony life could offer. If they stayed in London, I imagine they'd be dead right now.
A lot of people back on Earth are still alive, and counting on us.
Quite true, Commander.
Carry on, Specialist.
So let's have a look. We've got a new mission there. The Alliance has discovered a new Cerberus laboratory located on Sanctum. Investigate lab and deal with any potential threat. Okay. Here we are, private terminal. Watch training videos. Pass. Holy hell. Hi. From Stephen Hackett. Alliance forces are stretched thin across the galaxy. We need your specific talents on a series of operations. These missions will open doors for the Alliance in places we can't touch through conventional means. We'll deploy operatives to hold points after you've completed your objectives. Okay, so this is the update on Sanctum. This letter formally acknowledges your reinstatement into the Alliance Navy per Admiral David Anderson's recent verbal communication. Okay. All Alliance military personnel are directed to evacuate Sol system at first available opportunity. Do not attempt Earth approach. Heavy enemy resistance reported. Never had a chance to get you some new N7 equipment back on Earth. I've arranged for the N7 Defender armor to be delivered to the Normandy. We'll have a look at our armor down in engineering. We have a new assault rifle. Okay, these are all the weapons that I didn't know where they came from in the weapons loadout. These are how we've located. Edie located some weapons. Liara found a sniper rifle. Glyph, that's the VI's name. We'll see Glyph in a moment. We're getting reinforcements, a group of recruits they're calling N7 Special Ops. They're soldiers, mercenaries and other operatives, and they've been surprisingly effective against the Reapers with Alliance support. They're not technically N7, but I'm willing to let the nickname slide as long as it remains unofficial. So, the N7 Special Forces, I think, are basically what's called the multiplayer teams that fight against the Reapers on various worlds, which make up your galactic readiness. This is an article about the Quarian fleet. And priority mission from Alliance Command. Cerberus has attacked Eden Prime and is now occupying the colony. Alliance forces are stretched too thin right now to attempt to liberate the colony, but we've been doing what we can to covertly aid the local resistance. In the process, we've learned that Cerberus have uncovered a major Prothean artifact. We don't know what it is, but it appears to be the reason for the attack on the colony. We need you to infiltrate and recover said artifact. Eden Prime being, of course, the human colony that started this whole series of events off. Looks like it's again becoming a point of contention. Let's go see Joker. We'll do actually, we've passed the half an hour mark, but let's walk around the Normandy and speak to everyone basically. We'll do a bit of exploration before we decide where we're going to go. There's our airlock. Where's Edie? Edie's normally here.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They've spent years denying the threat. You think they'd be prepared now?
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and just not telling you about it because, you know, Cerberus. Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake.
Anything else we can talk to you about?
Commander?
No? Ah, shame. So let's see now. War room entrance. There used to be an armory back here. I think the armory's now down in the vehicle bay / engineering. Oh no, we have our own dedicated shuttle bay. Huh. Oh well. So we've been in here. Oh, Captain's cabin. We might as well go up and visit the Captain's cabin again. We saw it briefly before. We have our own fish tank with no dead fish. Always nice to see. Our private bathroom. Flushable toilets, because why the hell not? Another private terminal. They took all my model ships. How very much dare they? We have our music player. Oh, okay. There's an armor locker up here. Okay, so you can customize your armor. This is the full defender set, which offers a boost to our shields, ammo capacity, and weapon damage, whereas the standard armor gives us a much greater boost to our health. That's... oh, okay, so a full helmet gives us more health again. I think that's fine, to be honest, actually, because I think the helmet comes off in dialogue anyway. Shield regeneration. Melee damage? Maybe? Do you want to give it a pattern? Not really want to make the armor a bit more fancy. There you go, something simple. Do we want to give it lights? That may be a terrible idea. There you go. Okay, let's get ourselves down to the crew deck. Oh. Liara's here, Dr. Chakras is here so far. We have our memorial. Kaiden Alenko, I see. Charles Presley. These'll be probably... how many is there? Ah, there is more. Let's say some of these names will be the names of, obviously, the 20 crewmen who died on the original Normandy. In fact, I'm sure that there was 2 with the same surname. I remarked about it. Ah, Draven. Yeah. Rosamund and Talitha Draven. I think I mentioned that Mass Effect 2 when we went to Altera, the original crash site. The original Normandy's crash site, I should say. Anything hiding here? The one thing with Mass Effect 3 compared to the other Mass Effect games, it's harder to see if there's anything to interact with unless you're really basically on top of it. Which is good, because it means that you actually need to do a bit more exploration. You can't see something in the distance. Oh, the Destiny Ascension model. This is what Commander Shep gets up to in his free time. Putting models together. Ooh. Well, this is where I'll be making my stay. Can I interact with this? No. I've always wondered what the hell this thing is. Some sort of entertainment lounger. The men's restroom. Go see air. Oh, we'll go up to the gun battery first. Ah, we're missing Mess Sergeant Gardner. Anything hiding down here? Let's have a just quick walk around. You never know when we might find another model ship hiding somewhere. Got all these sleeper pods, obviously because not everyone can have the luxury of their own quarters on a warship. Actually, there's something I really want to use here. Ah, reassign power... oh no, not reassign power bonuses, reassign powers. Looks like we can actually switch our power bonus. At the moment we use Slam. Slam's not really doing a lot of damage. But what it is doing is basically pulling one enemy out of combat where they can't damage us.
Commander?
Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old med bay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. Good. Your implants are showing little sign of rejection. Just keep up that positive outlook of yours, Commander, and your scars shouldn't return. That's it. You're the picture of health.
Oh. So, if I start doing... This is a thing in Mass Effect 2. If you were taking a more renegade path, your cybernetics, you had a lot of scars, a lot of facial scars from the cybernetics hidden beneath your skin. And the more renegade options you chose, the more visible they remained. Whereas if you took in a Paragon outlook, your scars would disappear naturally. I guess that can come back in this game. Interesting.
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Thanks.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them. So no, I don't regret it one bit.
You've never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
Okay. Right, let's have a look at... I'm going to keep looking at this reputation bar. We've passed the 20% threshold, it seems, which is always nice. I'm going to make a big save. And, oh, we can reset everyone's powers, but the first time I think it costs no credits, the next time I think it costs 5,000, and it scales up each time. But yeah, I want to reset Shepard's powers because I don't think I'm going to be using cryo ammo for a while. I'm not really going to be using incendiary ammo either. Reputation bonus, reputation bonus. Is there another reputation bonus? There is. Sure. We'll take that. Weight capacity, power damage, and duration or weapon... Oh, shotgun damage. It's not weapon damage, it's shotgun damage. That's fine. Okay. Biotic charge is important, because I would like to make use of that. Increases damage and force by 30%, or you can hit up to 2 additional targets within 2 meters. See, in the Mass Effect 2, that would also give you a moment a slow-mo effect, which is no longer present in this game. You had to either hit additional targets or have this momentary slow-mo. And since we have the option, we might as well hit multiple targets now. Increases weapon damage, or increases power damage and force. It's probably worthwhile. And I'm going to take the fully upgraded barrier. Okay. I want at least 1 point into Slam. Actually 2 points so we can increase its recharge speed. Pull would be good. Nova would be good as well, but your barrier strength determines blast intensity. And because our barrier is going to probably take some punishment, I'm not sure if it's worthwhile investing in it. Let's give myself some better shields and barriers. Shield recharge. So even though incendiary and cryo ammo would do more damage, we'll go back to ammos in the future. Impact radius. We have 4 points to spend. I'd rather try and do more damage. Okay. So that will have seriously replayed with our abilities. Okay, that's fine. Let's go see Liara. That's a lot of terminals.
Commander Shepard, it's a pleasure to see you again.
You're the drone from the Shadow Broker's ship.
Dr. Tassoni now refers to me as Glyph instead of Info Drone, 95% of the time. If you have a moment, I'd like to draw your attention to a terminal in her office. It analyzes information packages. If you find any useful data, I can research upgrades for you.
And what should I be looking for?
I'll inform you if you found relevant data. When you do, return to this terminal for your choices. In the meantime, Dr. Tassoni would like to speak with you. Have a pleasant day.
Thank you, Glyph.
Meeting with the council didn't go too well, huh?
It was less than ideal.
I'm shocked.
At least the council can't deny the Reapers exist. But I'm not sure how much comfort that is while they bicker over which portion of the galaxy to save.
Wow. Becoming the big info brokers turned you into a real cynic, Liara. I like it.
I'm flattered, I think.
Yes, Liara. You can see actually the Shadow Broker's main vessel there on these two bottom screens. In the events of Mass Effect 2, are those screens following her? I think they might be. Yeah, we defeated not the original Shadow Broker, but the replacement Shadow Broker, I suppose you can say. The shadowy figure who controls or tries to gather as much knowledge on the galactic scale as possible. Not really for, like, profit or for any real galactic politics, but that information could be used as such. Let's look at this intel terminal first. Oh, the armor mod kit. Theron, who was someone who worked with Liara, has persuaded his contacts to ship an armor mod kit to the Normandy. Technically illegal, the kit's Omnigel converter and manufacturing fabricator can make a one-time modification to Shepard's armor, improving shield strength while adding thermoclip compartments. Okay, so we have a choice. This mod kit can give us more shields, or upgrade our thermal clip capacity, which is our ammunition. I'd rather go for shield strength. And that's it at the moment. It's the only research we can undergo. Any other model ships hiding around?
This terminal contains non-essential correspondence from your allied forces. Dr. Tassoni has granted you access.
Excellent. So this is information that the Shadow Broker has access to. From Theron. I made contact with Tazik yesterday. The look on his face was priceless. He's not happy you put me in charge of scouting the Terminus systems, but he's doing a good job of keeping us alive. And some notes on the Protheans. Feel free to pause and have a proper look at these if you have any interest. I'm just having a quick scour through them myself. Hey, we're mentioned. Interesting. Hi, Liara.
Looks like you brought more than just that drone from your ship.
A few things were necessary. I'd be a very silent shadow broker without data feeds.
So you have access to your resources?
What I can get. We'll need it to research this Prothean device. Until we understand precisely what it does, it's far too dangerous to use.
Did the Protheans actually complete this weapon?
You mean, will it work? They wouldn't have poured their last resources into this device if they thought otherwise. But we really need to find out just what kind of weapon they left us.
It'd be nice to know we're not kids playing around with a loaded gun.
Absolutely. The damage it could cause if it backfired is unthinkable. This will be difficult even for us. If something happens on a mission, if either one of us are hurt, I'll always remember that tour of the Normandy. But let's be honest, Shepard. It's been more than a half a year. Should we continue where we left off?
This is in regards to our relationship.
I'd like that more than anything, Liara.
Good. I was getting worried.
There were a lot of reasons I was happy to see you on Mars.
I'd like that list. But later? There's so much left to do.
Yeah.
With Edie, hopefully we can discover what the Protheans left for us. But I'm looking forward to talking about something other than business. Maybe later?
Later's probably for the best. It's good to have something to fight for, but now may not be the time. Can we talk to you again?
Enjoy your day.
Thank you, Glyph.
Hello again, Shepard.
Ah, we can.
What's been happening with you as the broker, Liara?
It's been exciting. The old broker's ship. Impressive, but it was never meant to be space-worthy. Which meant the elusive man eventually tracked me down on Hagalaz.
What happened?
I knew he was coming. Farron and I loaded as much of the ship's specialized hardware onto a shuttle as we could. We got away from Cerberus's ships after arranging an appropriate distraction.
What kind of distraction?
Sending the broker's ship exploding into a Cerberus cruiser. I don't think the elusive man expected me to give up my resources in such a spectacular fashion.
Can you still operate as the broker without the ship?
Well, I couldn't let the elusive man have it. I saved what was crucial. My network of agents is intact, although the Reapers have taken a toll on their numbers. It's taking a while to re-establish contact.
So where is Farron if you two escaped?
He convinced me he was recovered enough to work, and I do need more agents.
Agent Farron didn't report any injuries during his last call to you, Doctor.
True. Given what he survived, I should probably worry less.
You brought your little helper with you?
Its name is Glyph. It helped sort through all the data that led me to the archive on Mars.
It was a pleasure to be of assistance, Doctor.
Glyph's interfaced with the data feeds. Its analytical software should come in handy.
How much do you know about this Prothean artifact?
Very little. We're fortunate enough data survived to piece together the blueprints. Decoding them will require as many specialists as we can find.
It's that high-tech?
I'd have killed for a glimpse of it during graduate school.
What have you been up to since we last saw each other?
Since you helped me defeat the Shadow Broker, I started looking for defenses against the Reapers. The Protheans were the only ones with substantial information on them. The older civilizations barely had records. I knew the elusive man was hunting for the same thing when our agents began crossing paths.
Like on Mars?
Just look at her in the eyes, please.
But he had surveillance there all along.
What the hell is up with your neck, Commander Shepard?
We'll talk later, Liara.
Of course.
I think he's really distracted by something. What's... Oh, he's looking at her bed. Now is not the time. Goddamn horny protagonist. Sure, we'll head down to engineering. Is anyone of interest? Oh, Engineer Adams is back. He was the engineer, well, the chief engineer in charge of the original Normandy. Hey, it'd be good to have him actually back on track. Various cargo bays. Oh, hi. Here's Diana. She's made herself comfortable. Starboard observation. I think this is where Zaid was. Wasn't there like a garbage compactor where that bed was originally?
How's your new assignment working out, Allers?
Fairly normal, except for the unshackled AI, Matriarch Benezia's daughter, and the communicator that can reach Earth. The first two, I can deal with. That last one gets my attention.
So what are you asking for, exactly?
Anything from Earth is the lead story right now. That's not opinion, it's fact.
Maybe I can pass on a few non-classified progress updates.
Seriously? You just doubled my ratings. I don't need FaceTime, just a data upload.
Tell people what's really happening on Earth. We need long recruiting lines on every planet after you air a story.
I can do this, Commander. Remind me to tell you about the time I made an Elcor cry.
That would be impressive. So we get reputation and we can get Paragon reputation. Interesting. I was wondering. So there's like neutral reputation, and then there are choices that actually get us a reputation, whether it's positive or negative. Okay, interesting. I was wondering. We can't get to the port cargo bay just yet. I'm guessing Jack's not hiding down here in the sub-level again. But we'll check anyway. Oh, hello, Turian cruiser. No, but a cot's still here. Oh, Sovereign model as well. What? Wait. Hey! That's where he's been hiding. I didn't even give you a name. Huh. I had a miniature airspace hamster. I purchased him. I've never seen him down here before. Huh. Maybe I've always missed him. Engineer Adams. Here's the Normandy's drive core. It's not the Tantalus drive core. I think that was the drive core used on the original Normandy. This was a newer version.
Commander, welcome back to the Normandy. Or maybe you should be saying that to me.
Engineer Adams, what are you doing here?
I was put in charge of the drive core retrofits. My experience on the Normandy SR-1 made me an obvious choice.
So, what do you think of our SR-2?
She's incredible. If there's one nice thing I can say about Cerberus, it's that they know how to build a ship. And about that, Cerberus, I mean, I owe you an apology.
How so?
Back when you got this ship, Dr. Chalk was contacting me, asking me to help with your mission against the Collectors. I refused. I didn't have your back, and I'm sorry for that.
Why didn't you join us?
I saw what happened to you when the Normandy went down. I didn't trust that it was really you, and I certainly didn't trust Cerberus. Also, as an officer of the Alliance, I don't just leave my post, you know?
Your Alliance first. That's the way it should be.
Thank you, Commander. Glad to be aboard.
Does the new Normandy stack up to the old SR-1?
Stack up. It blows the old ship away. The Tantalus drive core has been completely overhauled. The SR-2 might be nearly twice the size, but the new drive core is 3 times bigger. This ship can fly. That said, Cerberus isn't too high on safety. If pushed past her limits, this core would vent into engineering. Guess it gives my team incentive to keep her well-balanced during a firefight.
Do your job or get vaporized.
Pretty much. I noticed you upgraded the kinetic barriers with cyclonic technology. Should help reduce the draw when under missile fire.
Hopefully that means fewer vaporized engineers?
The IES stealth system is significantly improved. It can handle a higher blue shift of our emissions.
And that means?
We should be able to drop out of FTL without triggering every sensor in range. Very handy for stealth reconnaissance. All in all, the Normandy is a marvel of engineering.
What do you think of Edie?
We had a good talk during the retrofit. A little strange at first, talking shop with an AI.
AI? I thought Edie posed as a VI to keep the likes of you from unplugging her.
Yeah, but I saw through her. Have you seen her hardware? Processing power is off the charts. And then there were the problems that kept fixing themselves. If I hadn't had her pegged, I would have sworn I was losing it.
You never expressed any skepticism, Lieutenant Adams.
I figured I'd better play it safe with the Cerberus AI, Edie. No offense.
None taken. As long as you keep your fingers out of my cognizance processors.
In the beginning, I tried disconnecting her from key processes without giving myself away. Easier said than done. But Joker seemed to trust her, and in time I saw her advantages. Even grew to like her.
Is your family okay?
My parents are serving on Viridian Zenith, an Alliance agricultural vessel. My sister is a navigator on the SSV Benjamin Davis. Happy to report that both vessels are safely under Hackett's command.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, sir.
That's good to hear. A bit more. I guess I can start calling that neutral reputation. And last but not least, let's get down to the shuttle bay, a place we couldn't gain access to in Mass Effect 2. And there is a weapons bay, an armor locker again, procurement interface. Oh, Medigel upgrade. Oh, this is kind of like what we could buy in the Huerta Memorial Hospital. Spectre requisitions. They cost more here. Have you noticed that? I think it was 250,000. So it's best to really go back to the Citadel if you can. Yeah, there's a 10% markup. And there's 10% markup here as well. But if you wanted to invest... Ooh, Inferno Armor. Interesting. Yeah, if you can't go back to the Citadel, you may as well buy it here. We have weapon upgrades terminal. Oh. Oh, this is how you upgrade your weapons. Okay, we have a lot of weapons already. I don't remember having that. A harpoon gun? Interesting. What am I using right now? This is going to be difficult. I know I'm using the Predator. I'm not using the Katana now. I'm using the Indra. Not the Venom shotgun. Not the Typhoon. The Piranha I'm using. And I probably want to upgrade the Predator as well. Increases weapon damage, ammo capacity, and... Oh, does it increase the weight or decrease the weight? That's slightly concerning, actually. Let's have a look. The Predator right now, we have a plus 65 power recharge. Plus 69. Okay, so it decreases the weight of the weapons. Interesting. Okay. Okay, interesting. That's good to know. That's very good to know, actually. You can tell it's been a while since I played this game. Is there anything hiding around here? There is. A freighter model. Looks like there's a couple of people we can talk to. We have Lieutenant Cortez. We'll talk to you in a moment. Let's continue exploring. I'm sure there's another model ship hiding somewhere down here. That's for some reason in my head. Maybe it's later on. Maybe it's later on. Is it here? Ah, the original Normandy. And we have James Vega. This is where he works out with all of his numerous weights.
Hey, Shepard. How'd it go with the council?
Same as usual. Non-committal. Unhelpful.
Bet they still wanted you to help them out, no?
Yeah. We're gonna rescue a Turian Primarch from Palaven.
Sounds like fun. Never been to the Turian homeworld. You down here for a reason?
Just came down to talk.
Great. Not sure what there is to talk about. You already know my service record.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Right. Forgot about that. Well... Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
I think I can handle it.
Okay, loco. Let's dance.
Don't push your luck, Vega. With age comes wisdom. And rank.
Ha! You sound like my old CO.
Oh, yeah? And who was that?
Captain Tony. He was a hard-ass son of a bitch, but a good leader.
Was?
Died. With most of my squad. Protecting a civilian colony from a collector attack.
And the colony?
It was either them, or the intel we had on the collectors. Intel we could have used to destroy them. I chose the intel.
Sorry. That's a tough call.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end. Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire collector homeworld.
You didn't know. You can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
Just a guess.
You a shrink too?
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless. You're lucky to be alive.
So?
So? Maybe you don't care if you live or die.
Or maybe... I'm just willing to do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn war!
Maybe you are. But if you're half as good as I think you are, we need you alive.
Thanks for the pep talk.
Anytime.
Hey, thanks for the dance, loco.
Loco, huh?
I can think of worse things to call you.
Long as you remember who's in charge, you can call me whatever you want.
Oh, I won't forget.
Yeah. Vega. We'll talk to him more later. Hello, Cortez.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez, shuttle pilot. Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
He's always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega? Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
Alliance procurement chains are in chaos, but the Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
When I network to a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
So you're my shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship. I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead. In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Where is the Hammerhead, by the way? I kind of missed that.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded EZO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design. For quick drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
What happened to the M44 Hammerhead?
It was sent to the tech labs for a retrofit. To afford mobility with such a small EZO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
Well, that's a goddamn shame.
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields. The Collectors took out the whole colony. I'd rather not talk about it.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that from the Cerberus crew members that Ferris Fields was taken out in Mass Effect 2.
Keep up the hard work, but don't kill yourself.
Yes, Commander.
And that's Esteban there. Okay, so I think that's pretty much everyone we've spoken to. Yeah, let's get ourselves up to CIC. And with that, I think we'll end this video. Obviously, there's things we can do. We've been asked to go to Eden Prime, which is also classed as a priority mission. To be honest, until we go to Palaven, the storyline won't really progress. Eden Prime is, I believe, a Day 1 DLC, which provoked a lot of controversy in Mass Effect 3 because of the events that transpire there kind of being almost an integral part of Mass Effect 3, but they sold it as a separate DLC when the game was first released. And at the time, I didn't think about it. I didn't really think too much about DLC in 2012 when I was pretty much ignorant, and I just bought it. But I understand where people are coming from now, as obviously I grow older and hopefully a bit more wiser. But we may go to Eden Prime in the next video. It's worthwhile probably searching for this Prothean obelisk if we can get to the Shrike Abyssal. Abysmal, whatever. But we'll leave Palaven until later on. Also, there is a mini-game for finding things like this obelisk, which I'll probably show off in the next video as well. It's better than Mass Effect 2, but at the same time, it's something that I may just end up showing off. I may end up showing off once and then doing the rest of it between videos and basically telling you what I've discovered. We'll have to see. I remember what it's like in my head, but we may need to re-experience it and decide which way I'm going to be doing that. But anyhow, I've talked enough. We've passed an hour here, which is amazing and scary at the same time. But when we come back here in Mass Effect 3, we'll most likely be heading on our way to Eden Prime. So yeah, feel free to comment below. This of course has been AnthWolf, playing Mass Effect 3. I hope you've all enjoyed, and I hope you all take care. And I'll see you for even more of this title next time. Until then though, bye bye now.